Hi, my name's Aiden Starfang, and whenever I film at any parks, my main goal is to capture the overall quality of the park itself, starting with durability, accessibility, convenience, and most importantly, fun.
We're over here at Steed Park in Clearfield. And this is literally right at the start of Clearfield. Someone's discarded Pringles can. Oh, we're already finding some trash here for this audit. There's the walking trail. It's the little, what is that, concession stand? There's a playground over there. I think that's part of the school though. This area here is the park, public park. Over that way by the portables is the school. That's where the playground equipment is, and I'm not going to go over there. I'm just going to be auditing what I see here. Got a lot of trees here. I like that. I like that they've kept most of their trees. There's a few that they've cut down. That one for sure. I guess maybe ones that look like they're really... you know what? I think I read somewhere. That isn't some random... Those holes... On my last video, the train watch video, I said with a nail gun and was shooting it. That's close to the truth, but that's not really it. It's actually way worse than that. Those holes is someone going and they're injecting a poison to kill the tree. To have it rot out and die faster so they can pull it out. Cut off and doesn't have any holes in it. Let's see I wonder if it's just specific types of trees. Maybe I'm wrong. That right there looks like there's clusters of holes right there too. I don't know. This is the dugout, which is currently... This sign is not new. This has been here since like 2012. But no vaping. No smoking, no vaping. I've never seen a no vaping sign before. This will really keep people out, this tape. The dugout is not supposed to be just dirt, I don't think. And it seems like more of the public parks are doing away with their sports programs. I don't know why. Maybe I'm hoping it's just under maintenance. Even though I was never a sports kid growing up, I know there's thousands of sports kids in every city that are into it. So we see already in proximity 2 waste receptacles, actually 3, 4, 5 waste receptacles. That's a huge improvement from Train Watch Park, which only had like 3. And I think every Bowery, every little picnic shelter needed one. It would be nice to see one of those towards the opening of the park there, the sidewalk. Just, you know, have all your bases covered. And these are the bleachers. These are metal quality, so they're fairly, not new, but they're stable. And this is like the little concessions building. I think these doors are electronically held. Yeah, they have either one of those. You have to have a card to swipe it to go in. This same, these buildings never get used. Maybe the one here in Clearfield does, because this is a big park, a main park. And they've put a lock there on the bathroom. I wonder if this opens anyway. No, it does not. Okay. This was supposed to be a drinking fountain. And obviously there's no nozzle or anything to use it. And that's Looks like a little radio tower or something, like little satellite antenna. I'm assuming this is still in use. They've got more high-tech equipment than some of the other parks do. What's their menu? Okay, that's not too bad. So we have 1, 2, there's like three ball courts, and they're all under maintenance. And that over there is the school, the park with all that. But they did replace the drinking fountain. I just noticed this. They replaced it and they shut off the water because it don't work. They're going to get docked for that because the water's not running. So they have a... See, I don't ever point this out, but when I filmed behind Clearfield Lakeside, it did not have one of these drains. Which this is filled with earth and debris and all that. So even if this was to get flooded, which it would, that's not going to really help much. These are electric boxes. These are probably field 1, 2, 3. There's at least 3 of these fields, maybe 4. And that's what those control the lights for those. There's a camera right there. Do you think they even have security? Like someone gets paid to be in that building to watch these cameras? Anyway, so that drain needs to be pulled out and everything dug out because that's not going to function as a proper drain. It's going to flood, and even though those circuit breaker boxes, whatever you call electric boxes, are covered, the tiniest bit of water gets in them and they're going to short circuit, they're going to fry, they're going to stop working. The field that we saw when we walked through here, I gotta say, this is a nice park, and it almost makes me feel like every park I should like grade it with different criteria, but then that makes me feel like I'm playing favoritism, because a public park is a public park. It doesn't matter if it's got toddler things, it doesn't matter if it has adult things, it doesn't matter if it has a dog area. It's a public park. This public park feels more city-owned, like it's official, like the city owns it and does what it wants with it. See, we could have used... Oh, there's a walking trail over that way, by the way. We could walk... We could use a garbage can, literally, right here, or right there. Right here would be perfect for a garbage can. You're coming down this way to your car, or this way, there's a garbage can right here. Yeah, see, I was right. There's another tree that's cut down. Right over there. This is just a little walking track. I think it like goes to the school. So I'm not going to walk all the way there because I don't want to film the school. See, this is just a tiny little walking trail. I think at one point it used to go all the way around, and I don't believe that it does anymore. So I'm not going to walk all the way back that way. Okay. So here, the trail would have continued from there to here. These are brand new within the last few years. And of course there's graffiti on it, and whatever that is, paint. It has graffiti on it too. Park. And this tree too, that's been pruned. See if they've put holes in it to kill it. If they've got those toxin holes drilled into them. Let's see, because these aren't holes, these are patterns from the bark. This one's been pruned a long time ago. Look at how old that is. And that doesn't even have sap in it. It barely has sap in it. Those have been pruned a long time ago. This is the same type of tree as that one. And it looks like, these look like holes, but they're not. They're just the patterns. That one's been pruned. One bowery here. I have no idea what that says. They have one eating area here. Look at that. Look at how loose that is. I mean, I know I'm wobbling it, but that's the point. Look how loose that is. This is very dangerous. This is a safety hazard. This is actually wood, not metal. I'm surprised that that's not metal. This is that stone material that gets defaced on every time when a park buys them. This needs to be replaced because that's going to fall apart. This is the only metal part of it, is this bracket here holding it together. So there's the drive, the parking lot down that way into the park. Down that way. We'll get the other sign. And there's a one light. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 street lights here in the park. What does this say? Walking dog in park is privilege. Please be a responsible pet owner. Clean up after your pet. If you choose not to, the privilege of allowing your dog the park could be taken away. Do your part for the park. Okay. And it's in an area where no one's going to see it. Okay, so there's more seating and dining areas over here. These are the bathrooms. It has the handicap symbol, so I'm assuming it's also for disabled people and not only able-bodied people. I'm assuming all 4 bathrooms are that way. And they are. Okay, I'm not going to go in and film the actual pickleball court because who gives a shit? You know what it looks like. This is the rest of the walking trail, which is really odd now that I think about it, because this used to be train tracks. All that was train tracks. Of course, you can still go in here because the the wall fell out. So if you want to use it without paying, now's your chance. The wall fell out. At least they got a trash can over there on the jogging trail. So there's that. That's a big old satellite radio tower. That's probably, this looks like a broadcast tower. It's probably for the concessions building because they do commentary. Or maybe it's for public radio. I don't know. Vertical bridge. Radio waves. I assume it's for like when they use it for like commentary. I'm guessing. Okay, Steed Park. For cleanliness, I saw a lot of trash that way. I don't think I saw much trash that way, but the trash cans could have been better dispersed, which also having more access to garbage receptacles would prevent garbage pileups. So for cleanliness and also appearance and maintenance, I give it like a C plus. Because when I walk in there and the first thing I'm seeing is garbage, that's not a good sign. And that could have been prevented if they had more rubbish bins. For safety, which is also maintenance and all that structure, most things look safe, except for that one little Bowery over there. I don't even know why that's still there. The whole structure is wood except for the little support brackets at the bottom, and one strong gust will definitely knock that over. I was pushing it, sure, but the fact it was wobbling is not a good sign. And especially those brackets in place, what's going to happen is it's going to split, and then the roof of it is just going to like collapse inwards or just fall over, hopefully not onto someone. But so for safety, that gets a B minus, because that's a big, I don't even know why that's still there. For accessibility, this is a big one. I'm just going to be blunt about it. If you're not able-bodied, this probably isn't the park for you. I'm sorry, but pickleball is not a sport. It's not it's not a disabled sport. It's an able-bodied sport. I've seen people get more of a workout playing pickleball than just casually playing tennis. And I don't even consider pickleball a sport. It's a fad. These are the only 2 park benches I've seen here. I think there might have been 1 or 2 more over that way. I can't remember. I'm not sure. But those are for sure the only 2 park benches I've seen. It's not great for elderly people that are going to come out and want to walk the trail. Again, with the trail, it's incomplete. There's kind of a trail, but then it disappears. It fades into the street, into the parking lot. It's not great. So it's not great for people in wheelchairs. The parking situation's okay. It looks like there's illumination here. So accessibility, I'm giving it a... I gotta dot that. For accessibility, I'm giving it a C. For fun, now this is not your typical park, it's a sports park. So this isn't like, oh, there's a playground, and that playground is part of the school. It's not part of this park. For fun, I'd probably give it an easy a B. If you're into softball, baseball, soccer, pickleball, or tennis, you're probably into that. Unfortunately, there isn't really any place for running or jogging. It's all outside of the park, so I'm going to give it a B for that. For location, it easily gets an A because it's right here on the main drag, so to speak, right here, and also by a school, by houses, by some stores. So it's everybody's going to see it and use it. So it gets an A for location. So my final grade for it, it passes. It passes with a see everything I've given it, probably a B or a B plus is the final grade I'm giving it. So thank you everyone for watching. I hate to sound like a broken record, but please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more of my park audits, because especially if you're here in Clearfield, Utah, your tax dollars, regardless if you go to the parks, if you're paying taxes, your tax dollars are going to the Parrot Tax Fund, which funds all these things, all these amenities. So it's important that you know where your tax dollars are going to. So until then, I'll see you in the next one.